Today I just wanted to talk to you a bit about feeling anxious and overwhelmed, because in the time where we are now, I tend to get a bit anxious every now and again. I think it's mostly because I don't know what tomorrow holds. I don't know what next week holds. But then I have to remind myself that I know who holds next week. I know in whose hands I am. The psalmist says in Psalm 62 verse 2, he asked the Lord to take him to a place that is higher than I, a rock that is higher than what he is. And I think the whole idea for me that I get in my head is of the Lord taking you there. It's not somewhere you can go on your own. We need his help. To take you there, to put you on a rock where you can see clearly again, where you can see perspective, where you have perspective when you look at your problems, when you have perspective when you look at your anxieties and the things that really worry you. I was at a place in my life where I thought that if I'm a Christian and if I say I'm a Christian, then I'm not allowed to feel anxiety. I'm not allowed to feel anxious about anything. I need to have it all under control 24/7. And when I went to the Word, I realized that Jesus felt anxious when he was on earth. There was times where he really felt anxious and where he really felt that he was forsaken. And that gives me a little bit of peace of mind when I feel like that. But the one thing I realized is that although we have to acknowledge the emotion, we need to also not sit in it. We need to walk through it. But by walking through it, I also think that we need to take moments in. Sometimes the Lord really has blessings in store for us while we are moving through a hard period or a transitional period. He wants to bless us while we are going through this. But we are so set on just going through this and getting out alive on the other side that we miss the blessings. It's like going on holiday and you're just so set to get to your destination, and you forget that the road trip is part of it. Seeing the beautiful sights as you drive through the countryside, and we miss that. I think sometimes that happens in life as well. We are all in a strange time now. We are all, our boats have been rocked. But in this time, I think the Lord still wants to bless us, actually more so in this time. He wants us to just go back to his word, go back to the basics, and just look at the promises that he made for his children. He wants us to prosper. He wants good things for us. He wants us to have hope and a future. And that's why when we get to a place where we feel really overwhelmed and anxious, the only thing we can do is ask the Lord to take us to that rock, that he will take us there, and that he will make us see things in perspective again. That he will take that situation and that he will change it and make it work out for the better. Because if we're believers, it doesn't mean that we are not going to go through trials and tribulations. It just means that we know that we can get through it because the Lord holds us forever in his hands. So today I want to challenge you and myself to just shift our focus a little bit. To stop telling God about how big our mountain is, but to start telling our mountain of what an amazing, big, eternal God we serve. He will be there forevermore. He is not far from us. He is with us in every single situation. And if you're going through something that you can't even talk to anyone about because other people don't understand what you're feeling or what you're going through, other people might say that what you're going through now really isn't a big issue, but it is for you. And I want to ensure you that it is for the Lord as well. We need to give everything we have, all the highs, all the lows, and everything in between to him. That's the only way that we can live in a world that's full of sin, that's full of heartache, and still have hope in our hearts, and still be able to give love because of the one who gave his life to us. I hope that you will have an incredible day, and I hope that you will bless those around you.